Hi.
Hello everyone.
Meet Yole.
Meet Ugo. And this is Thinking Out Loud. So today we're gonna go into the topic. It's a very big one. We're talking about the D word.
What's D word?
Divorce.
Divorce? Oh my God.
We all know that in an African home, divorce is a no-no.
Oh my God.
You dare not say it. It's like the world is about to crash down.
It's a life sentence.
Yes. And in an African home, you know what bothers me is that when people are together and it's not working, our parents and our siblings, family in general, they expect you to sit right here. Whether you like it or not, you gotta sit down there.
Yes.
Even if it's healthy or not healthy, you have to sit there. What is your own experience?
Personally, I haven't experienced divorce. My parents have been married. I'm still married. But my environment has exposed me to divorce. Divorce basically is separation of both
Man, woman,
the couple, the spouse,
yeah.
basically, and going separate ways, and it affects both families, it affects children, it affects friendship, you know. So divorce is something nobody looks forward to.
And
Nobody wants to experience it. And in an African setting, when you're married traditionally, not even the court wedding or white wedding, traditional marriage means you are solely to that marriage forever. It's expected that you deal with whatever consequences that goes on with the marriage,
whether good or bad.
whether good or bad. You solve your problems.
Does the problems really get solved?
It's expected of you to deal with everything that comes along with the marriage.
In African homes, once a man pays your dowry, that's the bride price, you're solely his forever and ever till next generation. Okay, so you're expected to sit with this man, whether he's being nice, whether he's beating you, whether he's causing you emotional abuse. You're expected to sit in that home, whether you like it or not. Even if it's not healthy for you, even if your life might be ended, because we've seen a lot of women die from domestic violence. But still, you're expected to stay there.
Exactly.
The same applies to the man. You're not allowed to go anywhere. Don't say the word divorce.
And the issue about the divorce thing, it affects women mostly because we're speaking for women right now. The man can do as he pleases. He may abuse, cheat, and do all sorts of things. Just not provide for the family, not be a security to the family. And the woman is expected to endure. So no matter how much she goes to her in-laws complaining of issues or her family, both families constantly tell her to endure because that is expected of men. Deal with it, talk to your husband. Both families could come together to talk to the man, but it doesn't determine or doesn't guarantee that he's going to change. But the woman is supposed to just deal with it.
But you know what bothers me is that here in America, when divorce comes up, the first thing the couples think about is how do we get help?
Yes.
Because help will help you to either navigate the divorce well or either stay together. Because even if when going to therapy, I'm talking about therapy, when going to therapy, it's either the therapy will help you heal and the both of you kind of be on the same page, or the therapy will help you understand that yes, this is not going to fly.
Exactly.
We both need to separate, and we're going to do it in respect and in loving way. Just move on and move on. We're still friends and all that. But in African homes, therapy is another topic. Like, nobody talks about therapy. Instead, we talk about calling my mother-in-law, calling my father-in-law, calling my sister, calling her friends. And then your husband on the other end is calling the other people too. And the message is flying everywhere. Like, how does problems get solved like that?
Exactly. I remember speaking to a family member about who was going through divorce. And the wife was trying to get the man to go for a therapy. And you know what the man said? The man said, the therapist, is he or she married? That was the
That is judgment. First of all, they're judging the therapist first before we get to.
So if the therapist is not married, he or she has no right to give me advice on how to manage my marriage. So that alone is like a no-no.
I mean, experience in marriage will give you some kind of cards to play with, right? Because yes, me myself, I've been in marriage for 20 years. I can speak on so many things about marriage. But I think even those that are not married, you can see white and black.
Yes.
You can see that something is wrong and actually say, this is wrong. How dare you beat a woman? How dare you expect a woman that just came back from work to go cook for you, serve you like a king? Like, that's wrong, right?
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, our people is always like so narrow focused. It's like the man, once he's the man, he's the king. Nothing else matters. Okay? And I think it's a very wrong approach to the word divorce. Divorce doesn't mean the world is ending. Actually, yes, it affects everybody, but we can do it in a loving way. And at some point, as Africans, when something is not working, it's time to say goodbye. Okay? It's allowed so that life can still move on.
Okay, so now you've heard about divorce and the challenges that goes with divorce. Divorce has to do with poor communication. Okay, lack of emotional support, lack of commitment, no consistency in the marriage, no reliability in the partner, feeling unsafe. Okay, so with all this information we've given to you, what do you think is divorce? How will divorce affect you? What have you experienced with divorce? What have you seen around you of how divorce has affected couples, marriage, families?
So many things lead to divorce. So many things contribute to divorce. But I think the way each person handles it is different, and each home handles it differently, each family handles it differently. Africa as a continent handles it differently, America as a continent handles it differently. Okay, so but I want to hear what you have to say. What do you think about this topic? How has it affected you? How has it changed you? Please leave your comments under the comment section. Share this video, tell your family about it, like and subscribe.
All right.
Thinking out loud. Hi, this is your girl Ugo. This is Yoli. Thank you so much for watching. We love you.